Legend of Total War here, and today we've got part 2 of this particular Saving Disaster campaign, playing as Lothern on Legendary difficulty on Mortal Empires with Warhammer 2. The situation is still in dire need of fixing. Despite the fact that we managed to lift the siege at Tor Corrali, at any point now, you know, 2, 3, 4 stacks of Cult of Pleasure could show up. We don't know because there's just no intel in the area.
I have no time, so make
With
it
a
quick.
strength rating of that, you know, we've got our work cut out for us. So I've been thinking about what to do about this situation, and some difficult decisions have to be made. We have to make some tough choices, because if we go around just wasting money, being an idiot, then we're gonna get nowhere. But if I make some tough decisions, I could probably get an advantage fairly early on, and I think that's what we need to do. What we really need to be focusing on, we need a goal, basically. We need to get to Lothern, right? But we have to be careful, because I don't want to just force march my way down there and then get ganked by 2 Cult of Pleasure armies. Stupid decision, right? But if we can get some intel, and if it's possible for us to get down there without too much stress, then that's what we need to do, and we need to do it quickly, because the money's there. If you ever look at this province here, we don't make a lot of cash from here. I was also thinking about this building here, and I'm just a little bit unsure about it. I'll leave it for now, because I just don't think I'm going to hold the settlement long term, especially if this army is going to come down this way, because, like, I'd be okay with defending the province if I was making a profit, which we're not. If we continue along this line here, we're going to be bankrupt pretty soon. Capturing this province here is not going to make any difference to our finances. Then there's also this down here, Tier 1 settlement. Now, I've often said, I say it all the time, it's not about the number of settlements you have, it's about the quality of settlements that you've got. And this here is fucking garbage. So this was a last-ditch effort for me to rebuild from scratch, assuming that we were going to lose that. We didn't lose that, and the situation here is better than here, and I believe I can capture Lothern. So what I'm going to do is, we can't outright disband Tyrion, so we just need to put somebody else in his place, and then we're going to disband this. I don't give a shit about those Lothern Sea Guard trash units, sort of. Look, I know they're not trash units, but it's just not the units that I want to put in this army. So, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. If I tax it, it's 27 gold. I'm just going to hold on to it for shits and giggles, but I don't know what we can do with it. I mean, we could... I'll build it anyway. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe a miracle will happen. Probably not, though. Part of the big problem here is chaos corruption. Alright, and we're going to make our way down south and see about taking our way down to Lothern. So, with this province here, because it's a tier 3, we're not going to be able to build walls here when we capture it, because it's going to go down to tier 2. Meaning, because there's so much chaos corruption, it's probably going to revolt, and I cannot afford to sit around here and wait for that to occur. We've got to get to Lothern, we need to get it now. Fuck everything else along the way. That's the plan. Because, like, spending 5 turns here to protect this is just such a waste of time if we could get here 5 turns faster. We'll recapture it if we end up losing it. This is just punish them on the way. We've got to get to Lothern. That's my overriding directive in this campaign here. Let's do it. Now, I already went and checked diplomacy. There is absolutely nothing we can negotiate with anyone. We don't have any trade goods anyway, so sitting there for half an hour trying to squeeze a trade deal out of someone is a waste of time. Just for, you know, 70 gold. Alright, if they're going to besiege the settlement, then we need to cancel our construction there, because that'll free up some funds. I was hoping that they'd leave us alone for a little while, but yeah, it's just not going to happen. I could send my army back there to defeat it, but what's the point in defending a settlement that's not that valuable? I know it's a tier 5 settlement and everything, and it sucks to lose it, but at the end of the day, we have to get Lothern. Nothing really else matters. Gotta get Lothern. And going back up north will delay the recapture of Lothern. Once we've captured Lothern, then we can start thinking about reuniting Ulthuan. But without Lothern, it's all just wasting time. He should have fought to the death for Lothern. That's where your last stand should always be. Oh, at least that army showed up before the construction finished on the landmark building, because it's quite expensive. And if we can cancel that next turn, then we should be able to get the majority of our funds back. Just because we have money doesn't mean we should waste it. It's okay to, look, it's okay to waste money when you're in a situation of power, but we're in a position of weakness. You can't be wasting cash. Because that cash is basically a timer. The more money we have, the more time we have in order to get Lothern back. But alternatively, I want to get Lothern back as fast as possible anyway. Because we won't be able to afford this full our army for particularly long. So even after disbanding him.
What would you have of me?
Alright, so this one here finished, but we can cancel that. Okay, that's fine.
Loyal subject.
This one here actually reduces public order in the province. What do you do? Because I remember they're shit the ones that I hired. Competent, right. Well, the main reason why you're here is for intel. Oh, and growth. Well, you just didn't have enough influence. Okay. Let's launch this attack. So I could have gone back up there and I could have defeated that army. But I've decided that we're going to make our way to Lothern. I reckon that'll be the fastest way to solve this war. Because you got to understand that any particular army of the Cult of Pleasure doesn't mean anything to them. Because they'll be able to recruit an army a turn, basically. And eventually they'll just overwhelm us. So being defensive constantly is not going to work. We have to get to Lothern because that's where our finances are really going to be boosted. So that we can actually field 2 stacks.
Eagle Claw. Princess of Ultron. Eagle Claw. Understood. For duty.
Alright. Firstly take out the towers, then bring in the Sisters of Avalon. Should be all we need to do this. Shouldn't take very long. And we've still got Vol's hammer here. Which if we place it on this... Oh, both of their heroes got killed there. Very nice. You know, we probably don't actually have to destroy that tower. I'm still going to do it anyway. Alright, let's bring them around over here and try to... The thing is, with the towers, with the walls, you don't really want to shoot at it front on because of the way the defenses work. And the way that the shooting angle happens. If you shoot it at an angle, you're actually more accurate. Gotta be able to arc those shots. That there probably could have destroyed the tower, but it's fine. I don't need the Eagle Claw bolt throwers for anything else. Stand back. This building here, these obstructions really block our missiles. Maybe it'd be best shooting this. Shit, I should put them on guard mode. We still haven't got a good shot with that. I should put them on guard mode too. That's an unfortunate amount of damage, but it'll be okay. See, if I hit that there, it's not going to do anything. See, I think a lot of people like Lothern Sea Guard because of their versatility. Oh, they're melee troops as well as archers. But here's the thing. Sisters of Avalorn have, I think, better melee stats than Lothern Sea Guard. And they're, of course, better archers. And sure, they're tier 4 compared to, you know, tier 3. And they are more expensive. But these are some of the best archers in the game. The only thing they really sort of struggle with are dwarfs. That's about it. Okay, that should destroy a section of wall there. There we go, good. Just had to wait for the right opportunity. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that Sisters of Avalorn are the High Elves' best units. Okay, that angle there works really well for us. Next up. Okay, so that one there hasn't used up all its ammo, but just don't worry about it. Army loss penalty should be inflicted pretty soon. So we don't want to take too much damage on this battle. It sucks what happened here. Let me see, how many of them actually died? Well, when I loot the settlements, I'll probably recover all of them anyway. So we're probably not even going to take any damage in the long run here. You can always afford to just take... You can afford to make a tiny mistake with each battle, which I did there. Sound kind of got fucked up. Army loss penalty should be real soon. There it is. Good. So, I think it's time to get rid of those regiment of renown. It largely just depends on what's coming. Okay, this is why we sent an agent up ahead. We need to know what we're going to be dealing with a turn, 2 turns, 3 turns from now. It's all good and well to win the battle that's right in front of you, but you need to be able to have the foresight. That's to know if that victory is actually going to cause your army to be destroyed. See it all the time. People are like, oh, I can win that battle. Win a battle, and then straight after that turn, 2 armies come and smash them because they didn't have the foresight to check ahead. On legendary difficulty, the AI has always got more armies hidden somewhere. You just need to know where they are.
Glory to the Kadai!
Tempting to sack
Ravage
it, but
this
we don't have
place.
enough movement, so I'm going to loot and
Poet
occupy.
guides me.
Alright. Let's do that. The sound is massively fucked up. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Come on. Okay, it seems to go back to normal now. Alright. I'm not going to worry too much about growth. I mean, if we repair this, we could upgrade it. But like I said, I didn't come here to hold it. It's just a stepping stone. If we're lucky when we get here, we might be able to keep the barracks.
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
And the money that we gain from looting it, that just helps us for a couple of times. Can we get a Lariel in here now? Let me have a look. Should be available next turn. Okay, well we should do that on our way down this way.
Destruction.
So, I don't think I will repair that. In fact, I might even demolish this, because I just don't expect to hold it. No point demolishing any of this. I'll do my best to win the battle, of course, but I'm not going to throw everything at it to try and defend it. We've got to get to Lothern. There's too much distance. I can't possibly hope to protect it with our current financial situation. Sure, we got a lot of money in the treasury, but honestly, that number means far less than this one. This one here is the most important one for the Wood High Elves. Alright, let's get some levels up going.
A true Asur. A mighty warrior.
Still wondering if I should even keep these. Probably for the time being. Because we don't have anything else to recruit. Alright. Nothing else to do. Moving on. So yeah, my overriding directive, get to Lothern. Could have recruited a general there. But, you know, generals at like level 1 make such a little difference in terms of fighting power, especially up against endgame armies, which I'm assuming this has got some endgame units in there, like a Hydra. Like, what are they going to do, really? I'll tell you what it will do. Make my other army cost way a lot more. The big downside to this, though, is that I can't recruit more Sisters of Avalon while that's under siege. But I'm assuming if I can get back to Lothern, it's a tier 5 settlement at the moment, so we capture it, it goes down to tier 4. I'll be able to build the Sisters of Avalon building, and then we'll be able to max it out from there. And it's obviously a much richer province, so we'll be able to actually afford the Sisters of Avalon, as opposed to just relying on a plundering income. Which is not ideal. Not as this particular faction. You can do that with Beastmen, Chaos, Greenskins. You know, factions that make a lot of money through looting. Wood Elves. But not these guys. The High Elf economy is primarily focused on taxes. And trade, but much more on taxes. I know some people are like, oh no, it's more on trade. No, trust me, it's taxes. I'm right on this. You just have to believe me, okay? I won't accept any counter argument. Taxes is the way to go. It's reliable, stable, and it's better. Okay. Influence is really important, so I'm gonna go with this.
Give the word.
Now we can kick you out for Alariel.
Alariel the Everqueen. Alariel the Everqueen.
I'm just wondering whether to stay here or there. Oh, sorry, like here. What I could do is, if I force march... Can I do this? Oh. If I force march to here, sure, we'll take a little bit of attrition, but there's nothing in the area. Let me just double check this.
Handmaiden of the Everqueen.
Because like I said, I didn't come here to occupy
Under
this
her
permanently. It's just...
protection.
That's just the
On the
pathway we're
march.
taking. Lothern is not well defended. 10 units in there.
Queen of Avalon.
Okay, so we'll just force march down here, because by doing this we'll be able to sack and occupy it. We'll make more money that way. But if we do that, the barracks will be destroyed for sure. I guess what I could do is build the barracks here. 850. So that next turn we can recruit something. And then we just demolish it after we've done recruiting. Because I gotta get over to bloody Lothern.
High Priestess.
So hopefully they'll keep that under siege for a few turns. Over here, that's been built so we can tax it now and just make a tiny amount of money. It's nothing major, but whatevs. Yep, there's nothing else to do. Like I said, no point doing any diplomacy. Who are we going to trade with? Our capital's under siege. That's not bad.
I am quick to anger and slow to forgive.
That's a definite yes, but let me just... Yeah, that's a yes. Definitely don't want to be at war with too many enemies. So it looks like Myrmidons could be upgraded. We do have a fair bit of money, so I guess there's a bit of wiggle room. And it did also seem that Tyrion provided a lot of public order to the local province. So, I don't know. He could be recruited again fairly soon. We could just keep him in there for a couple of... I don't know. It seems like a big waste of money. I don't like giving up territory. And in my campaigns, I usually don't have to. Usually. Sometimes I do. Because it had a lot of thought behind taking on Karak Norn. There's a lot of thought behind it. And then I'm just like, something better came up. Just because I managed to beat the Skaven. So now Bretonia owns some of this. Let me just see if we can get them to go to war with Cult of Pleasure. What if I go to war with them? What if I go to war with Musalon? Doesn't seem like Musalon's that much of a threat. Because if I can get Cult of Pleasure to be messing with Bretonia for a little while, that could actually be really valuable to me. Nope. They will not do it. Oh well.
Mistress of the Undying Forest, send my maidens.
Need to fight that manually. But it shouldn't be a problem at all. It'll be over in 2 minutes. I might just leave that as it is.
Eagle claw.
Wait, let's get you to go and do your wizard stuff.
As you say. By your command.
Awaiting orders.
Swiftly.
Ugh, go away.
Ulfwan Mage.
Ugh, Fortnite.
For the Ever Queen. I go then. Winds of magic rise.
Yeah. I used to go Celestial Wizards for High Elves, but then I realized the value of the Net of Amentok for the High Elves, because mostly archer-based army, if you can slow down the bulk of your enemies by, you know, a few seconds, it can make a big difference, especially when you can melt them so quickly. And more importantly, a stationary target like generals, very easy to kill as opposed to a moving target.
Following Ethua. Onward.
Also could prevent cavalry charges from occurring. Very useful, the Light Wizard.
Ready. Agreed. Making my way.
I still really want to disband those Regiment of Renown.
Light triumphs over darkness.
I did say I wanted to sack and
Gather
occupy it, didn't I?
anything of value.
Yeah, do that. It's a lot more money. We did build the barracks in the other settlement just in case.
Alariel the Ever Queen. Ever Queen of Ulthwan.
And we'll just save up the growth for if we ever do come back here. It'll still remain. Okay, so what do you need? Oh god, Militia Master, bloody noob. All right, what do you? What else do we need? Oh yeah. Get the Tradition Dictates. Very useful there.
A mighty warrior.
Mistress of the Undying Forest.
No time for global recruitment. Anyway, that gets us to full stack. And then as long as no new forces come in the area here, we should be good to capture the entire province. It doesn't look like there's much
Advancing,
here at all.
guided by light.
And the great thing about Lothern is that we don't need to build up walls. You know, just building up the settlement will provide lots of garrisons. Stronger than this piece of shit. Alright, finances are a little bit better. And we, you know, sacked a bit to get us there. Alright, so it'll take 18 turns for it to revolt, but we also have to consider that in 3 turns we're going to lose some public order, so it's going to be a lot less than that. Upgrading this will take 5 turns. And what we could build, if we build that, 3 public order, so that'll help replace this. There's nothing else we can do for public order, is there? Another thing is just waiting as long as possible. That corruption is going down, you know, a bit. And I should probably grab this next turn, which will give us Untainted, all provinces. That'll help it go down even further. Look, we've got the money. We'll do it. It wouldn't be a bad thing to have a backup plan just in case this all goes to shit. And like I said, we could put Tyrion in there later down the track, and maybe he'll provide a bit more of a buffer. You know,
Loyal
maybe.
handmaiden. Onward.
So that's an admiral. Okay, I don't have to worry about that one too much. Okay, let's move on. Got enough money to last us quite a few turns, but once we get to Lothern, start controlling the provinces around here, get the Shrine of Assyrian, our finances should be fine. Yeah, so it's really good that Cult of Pleasure has to deal with the Chaos Forces as well. Another argument for going down south as opposed to north. Like, why would we go north? The only thing up north worth getting is the Sword of Cain. And in all honesty, that's not going to fix the situation. We need money, not like one of our armies getting stronger.
I will grant you the respect due to an envoy, nothing more.
Probably best we deal with the Cult of Pleasure first. You can always confederate with them later down the track. Oh, did I just say no? Oh, it's just instincts. It's just instincts from bloody This Is Total War campaigns. I'll offer the peace next turn. Sometimes my mind thinks one thing and my hand thinks another. I'm just so used to just saying no to whenever the AI asks for peace. Alright, so let's speak to Calador. They might still want peace. I bid you welcome in the name of most astute. Yeah. Alright. We'll take attrition, but if we grab this, then we won't take attrition. There's going to be a revolt there, but like I said, I had no faith in holding this province. Well, we could hold it. It's just not worth anything. Like 304. Who gives a shit? Let's take Lothern. It's worth way more than that. So another situation where they're going to revolt again. We don't have the invocation of Vol or whatever it is now, so we won't be able to use the Hammer of Vol on their siege towers. Marathi's back. It's alright. They'll capture that, and I'll capture this. Now, we should have Tyrion back. So, just a matter of whether or not we want to put him back here. Probably not yet.
Mistress of the Undying Forest.
Ooh, hang on. There's some stuff we should give you. Or should I put Tyrion here? Tyrion should be the one to retake. Lothern. No, he's not available for one more turn. Alright, well, there's some stuff here that we should give you anyway. She doesn't need a potion of healing. She can heal with magic.
Their skill is legend.
Yeah, we don't really want Lothern to be revolting too often. So let's give as many public order bonuses as we can. Doesn't look like they've got too many
mighty warrior
things going. I don't really want to give them this because there is high chances of getting wounded. Because it's fairly late in the game and the AI does have a habit of spamming high level agents. They're probably going to try and wound our agents, and I just don't want them to be gone for like 8 turns.
Loyal attendant. March.
Speaking of which,
I will not.
29. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that. But if I could, I was just gonna say I could search the ruins and gain some experience and some. Yeah, just stay away from that for now. It'd actually be good if they attached it over here so I could wound it, because it's probably immortal, so that's great. Once you start seeing your enemy agents at level like 19, it's like kill them now, kill them now. Don't let them get to 20. What's this? Sunfang. Oh, we should definitely do that. I think the army that we've got now can handle it. Sunfang's not a difficult battle. And that'll help us global bonuses to public order. Well, I can't get Tyrion right now anyway, so let's not worry about it. If all goes well, we'll be back home in Lothern next turn. And we'll see how we go from there. We've still got to control the province and get rid of the chaos corruption. Okay, the odds aren't terrible. Not great either. Well, I don't have a choice. I'm not going to order us off this. I'll do the best I can. The big problem here is that their beasts are going to be difficult to take down. I think we should focus on the Hydras first, because they don't have much armor. And they're sort of anti-infantry, where the other ones are anti-large, and we don't have... We do have large units, but just ignore them. Once again, we'll have them just sit back and take out the enemy artillery once they've made their commitments. They don't have a lot of missile units. We'll see how they've deployed. Alright, no siege... Oh, no, there's siege towers. Alright, so there's the Charybdis. Charybdis don't regenerate. Where are the Hydras? Hydras are around the center. And then there's, of course, Marathi. Ugh, I don't know. They don't have anyone on the siege towers. Alright, firstly, let's get everyone off the wall. Okay. I'm just wondering if we should pull back to here and just wait for them to stagger in a little bit at a time. That actually might be best. Problem here is that there's 4 entrances, essentially, into here. So, holding off those choke points, and also the Charybdis, they probably won't pull through the line, but they can. I'm thinking holding the line here would be better rather than holding the walls, because once they're up on the walls, that's massively to our disadvantage. How fast are Charybdis? Let's have a look. 51. How fast are they? Also 51. Plus, she's going to be able to move pretty quickly as well. You know, if we stand back here, Marathi will probably come for us right away. What's she got? She's got... Okay. Okay, so don't blob up too much with that around. To wall or not to wall? That's the question. Now these are tier 5 towers. They'll do a lot of damage. So walling does seem like we should do that. But it's just, I'm just trying to decide now, what units should we put on the wall? Should we put the white lines of trace on the wall, and then, you know, obviously take them off as the battle progresses?
It will be done.
So that'll activate all 3 towers there.
Understood.
Whoever we put here is pretty much going to be sacrificed. They're going to die. So it should be the weakest one.
Loyal.
White lions.
That way we only have 3 guys up there. And we'll have the towers activate for as long as possible. Because they're going to bring ladders up here. Once the ladders are being secured, then it's time to bail.
obey.
White lions.
Yes.
Now,
Acknowledge.
shooting Marathi down is going to be a little bit difficult. She doesn't have much armor. We need to find a way to pin her down first. Now, if she goes and fights up on the wall, that's not really ideal. If she could fight a noble down here, that would be something else entirely. I'll put them here on guard mode, and we'll see how we go. But essentially what I want to be doing is pulling them back to here once things develop. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll just see how this goes.
Loyal. Outward mage. Winds of magic rise. It shall be done.
Pretty sure she overcasted that. Aim for the infantry, that's what it's good at dealing with. Don't aim for the beasts. This here is an anti-infantry tower. Sure, it'll do some damage to the beast, but it's just about a matter of accuracy.
Wielder of the winds. White lions.
Such a waste.
Understood.
Alright, let's move in a little bit more.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting this sort of situation. Oh god, this is good. This is good here. It's just gonna sit there and tank it like this. Stay still, you shit. Stay still. It'd be good if we actually kill it. But routing it's good enough. Oh, good job. Good job. Okay, Marathi's coming in. Should we get off the walls? Yeah, get off the walls now. Let's go. Get back. Wait, don't get back. Just get off the walls.
Moving out. We will obey.
I'm actually going to keep them up on the wall. I need them to delay the enemy as much as possible. I was expecting Marathi to come in nice and early, but she didn't.
Orders received.
Okay, there we go. Shoot her. Oh! She just took it like a bitch there. Come on, a little bit more damage.
Seaguard. The wind
She is down already. Very good. Okay,
we will
time to move back to here.
rapid advance. With me.
You guys just hang out on the side here.
Without fail. Moving out. Outward mage. Awaiting orders.
Marathi's already down. That is such a big advantage for us. I've been bagging out these bloody Lothern Seaguard, and here they are doing us a really good job. I mean, she did leave herself quite vulnerable there. Their infantry's been wrecked. I mean, we're taking damage here, but things are looking good. We might actually hold the city.
By Alario. We go. Quickly now.
No. Cowards. Elite troops my ass.
White lions. Setting forth. Men Louis, Orior, Men Louis.
It will be done.
I don't recall telling him to get off the wall.
It will be done.
Yeah, you stay up on the wall there. Hold them back while we deal with the Charybdis over here. There's two of them. Oh, there's fucking Hydra here as well.
It shall be done.
There's no dodging that.
Lothern Seaguard. We away.
Alright, let's take out the Charybdis first.
We go. Setting forth.
It's going down pretty fast.
It shall be done.
Just keep him tanked.
Lothern Seaguard. Battle calls. Loyal.
Now, it doesn't really mean much just to rout it. You gotta kill the motherfucker. So, one more volley and it's dead. Good job, it's dead.
Attack.
Because otherwise they just go back and heal. But if we kill it, then they have to spend ages recruiting another one.
For duty.
Things are looking really good on this battle at the moment.
White Lions.
I shouldn't have put it there. I'm pretty sure that's their last one though. Now they have 4 Charybdis, so that's essentially 2 down. That's sort of like half of the major damage. Oh man, what if it's losing this? That's another reason why we should be killing them, because if we do lose, then it's, you know, it's not the end of the world that we lost our units if we kill lots of theirs. Relying on these guys here, I don't know.
Outward mage.
I should utilize my magic a bit more, but I'm concentrating on my archers.
Bend to my will.
See, their infantry got totally wrecked. The problem is now my infantry are getting absolutely destroyed. Like, what are we going to do? Oh, they got the murderous prowess on as well.
Asso, withdraw.
Without fail.
Orion. Saigon, hear me.
I've got the cavalry, but I'm not sure what they're going to really be able to do. They're not good against Cold One Dreadnoughts, but what else can we use them against?
As you say.
Our magic is loyal.
Right, okay, good. We killed the other Hydra. Good, good, good. That's 4 of their beasts gone out of 6. Now we got to take out the Charybdis over here.
Outward mage. Acoi Darior. Silver helm for the king.
You go over there, actually.
Lothern Seaguard. For Assyria.
Got to get set up properly, or else they were not going to shoot very well.
Off one.
I need you over here. Hold them back. We got Blackguard of Nagarond. Not good to send
Serve the king. Noble.
some cavalry, not you. Where's the other one?
White Lions.
Get over there.
Assyrian guides us. Silver helms.
You come up this way, actually.
Lothern
Right, I'm gonna have to sacrifice one of the Lothern Seaguard here. We don't want to getting into the other guys. Okay, they're getting obstructed because they're all in each other's face. Gotta form up properly.
By your command.
Oh shit.
Winds of magic rise.
Okay, here's your chance to go kill that Reaper Bolt Thrower.
Lothern Seaguard. Understood. For duty.
I think we're gonna win. There's still another one. Yeah, look, they got the army loss penalty. So that's 5 of their big beasts killed. We won! Once again, a battle where I didn't expect to win, and we end up triumphing. Triumphant. How's triumphing? Oh shit. Don't let it get away. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it there in time. Kind of weird they didn't use their siege towers. But once again, Marathi's out for, you know, a few turns. And the more of these units that we wipe out here, the longer it's going to take them to recruit this army back. That means it's not going to take them long. Because they probably have a lot of black arcs around the area. But we're going to need quite a few turns to replenish our garrison. It's going to take some time. Alright, that should do it. Another heroic victory. I was expecting that one to be close. And our White Lions, you know, they didn't do that badly. Okay, I give them a little bit of credit. But really, you know, in terms of the numbers, though, it looks like the Silver Helms did the best, but that's not true at all. Even though not a single Lothern Sea Guard got more than 10 kills, they by far did the most damage, because they killed Morathi, and they killed 5 of these. The enemy infantry was mostly destroyed by towers. I'll take the money. Was not expecting to win that. I didn't use a lot of magic during it, but a bit micro intensive, and I was microing where I felt I really needed to. So they looks like they want to try again sooner rather than later, because obviously I'm damaged. Even if they attack with a smaller force, then again, all of our damage is just focused on the White Lions of Trace. Our damage dealing hasn't been reduced at all, and that being the Lothern Sea Guard. But the problem is that if the White Lions of Trace can't hold for as long, it's not going to give the archers time enough to shoot. But they ripped the enemy apart so quickly in that battle. I really wasn't expecting them to shoot them down that well. I guess it just goes to show you how vulnerable those big beasts are to archers. Because I tell you what, that would not have happened if it was Stegodons. Well, with what, 120, 150 armor, something like that. The Charybdis had 60. What if the Hydra's got like 20 armor? Something, basically no armor. So it's just a shit chaos force, but I have no defenses here, so this whole province it doesn't matter. Now a part of me is like, maybe I should have built that, because it would have actually provided us 1 extra noble in the garrison. Not that that makes a huge difference.
My visions predict failure.
All right, let's have a look. Yes. The walls are a little bit damaged, but that doesn't matter. The Lothern Sea Guard are back to full strength.
Waste my time.
Well, I guess we'll just see what happens there. This is a better lord. I can't believe how quickly Morathi just fucking up and died there. But the most important thing here is that we're coming back to Lothern. I think it's important that Tyrion fight this battle. Plus, it'll reduce the upkeep cost for those archers that are in his army by a tiny amount.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
We're finally home.
I lost for battle.
So this should be easy because it gave it lots of bounce of power because there's like Blackguard of Nagaron in there. But those Blackguard of Nagaron are just going to melt at the sight of the Sisters of Avalorn. Alright, we'll attack from the side here. And then once we're here, we should be able to recruit some new units. And we'll get rid of the Regiment of Renown so that we can, if we need to, hire them again in an emergency situation. Okay, that's good. He must have defeated Malekith if he's got that. I don't think he, under normal circumstance, gets it. I'm not sure. I'll have a look at his traits afterwards. Actually, no, I'll do this. I don't think I need to create a breach. Alright, like I said, let's get the Sisters of Avalon over there and let's start melting their troops. Okay, cool, that's going well there. Some settlements are a lot easier to deal with than others, especially when, like, some towers, when you destroy them, they leave like a protruding pile of shit on top, and it obstructs the flow of your archers. Some of them get destroyed like this, and they present no obstruction at all. Those are easy to deal with. It also depends on what angle you're going to attack from. See, they're just absolutely melting them. And there we go. That was the easiest battle so far, but it wasn't properly defended. And you know, what are they going to do against Sisters of Avalon? Should be worth a fair bit to loot, because it's going to go down to tier 4 no matter what we do, so we might as well loot it.
For my queen. To the victor, the spoils.
Okay, being back at Lothern, and this one he didn't even get damaged, so that's good. So, this isn't the best port in the world. Obviously the Marienburg or Ehrenberg ports are better. But, you know, 600 is pretty good. Fuck that, don't get any of that shit. Yeah, you can keep that. Definitely keep that. I don't know if we really need that.
Protector of the Everqueen.
Let's have a look here. So, Sunfang provides +3 public order all provinces. What's he currently got? Ooh, gold sigil sword. That's so useful. Let's do that battle now as well. Just seeing here. Extra public order all provinces would really help. Especially for Myrmidons.
Tyrion, heir of Anarion. A true Asur. Their skill is legend.
Yeah, I really need. I don't want to revolt here. I know I looted it, but I'd rather not have a
Mighty
revolt.
warrior.
Okay, now this here. It's a relatively easy battle. Let's do that. Get that done, and that'll really help keeping it all under control. Because as he said to me, Part of the reason he lost Ulthuan in the first place was that rebellions happened. So having Sunfang and of course that extra trait will provide us in total a +4 global bonus to public order, and that halves the penalty from legendary difficulty. So that's quite a lot. On top of that, Alariel also got +2 bonuses to public order. So it's really down to 75%. Much more manageable. Now, if you had recruited some fucking handmaidens and got them to level 16, you'd provide even more public order, but he didn't do that.
This is a sad day for Ulthuan, when Ashur fights Ashur within sight of the White Tower. Bel-Korhadris would surely weep, as I will for the dead that I slay this day. But make no mistake, I will reap a toll, for my honor has been called into question. The offense must be sated, and only then shall I take up Sunfang to fight the true enemies of the Phoenix Throne.
Alright. So, what are we up against here? It's all pretty basic stuff. Do they have artillery? Yeah, they got some artillery themselves. I've always found this battle to be very easy. Just basically bring your archers up. Should I be bother? Yeah, we'll bring our archers up over here. And you go and whatever. And we'll have the artillery instead turn around over here, because we know reinforcements are going to be coming. And we'll have our heroes deal with that. And you.
Assyrian guides us.
Storm Riders!
Can I be praised?
Awaiting
Just doing a bit of hit and run there to try and stop those Eagle Claw bolt throwers.
We will obey.
Ready. I go then.
It's just a hit and run. Just distracting them while I get into position. And as I said, I kind of want to disband this unit anyway, although I didn't really see a barracks in Lothern. I'm not going to recruit white lions of trace.
Yes.
White shitheads of trace.
Orders. Forward. My power is yours. Going abroad. The greater good.
Moving out.
Awaiting orders.
Doing my duty.
For Oakland!
Heralds of the wind.
Storm Riders!
Alright.
Yes.
Everything looks like it's fine. It's just spearmen. The Sisters of Avalon can beat them in melee anyway.
Moving out. Going abroad. Heralds of the wind. Ulthuan.
Ready. It is done. Making my way. My power is yours.
Orders.
It shall be done.
Yes, get rid of these Eagle Claws.
For the king. Ulthuan mage. Louis Orior and Louis.
And of course, we need to rebuild the Sisters of Avalon building in Lothern.
For order. Following Ethua.
To battle. My power is yours.
See, like I said, Sisters of Avalon, they're doing better than any melee unit we could have recruited. Although the Swordmasters of Hoeth, they obviously would have done better. They're just in terms of melee only.
Ulthuan mage. Ethua. Led to my will. Sinner.
Eagle Claw! For order!
Orders.
army loss penalty shouldn't be too far off.
Lawmaster of Coed.
Yeah, we don't want you to die. Get out of there.
Setting forth. Forward. Yes. For order. Onward. I go then. Following Ethua. Scion, hear me. Sister of Avalon.
Heir of Anarion. Warden of Sapphire. Nothing lacking.
Okay, army loss penalty should be any moment now. There it is. Good, and that'll give him Sunfang. Which not only will make him better in combat, but it'll help actually keep our provinces under control, which, again, was a problem that he was facing in the first place. So we're at an hour, and I think we've made some pretty good progress here. Not only did we actually manage to defend the settlement again, after me saying, oh, I don't think I can defend it. We didn't actually lose any territory. Although I totally expect to lose that other province. Because I plundered it for all it was worth. Just on our way back to here. And once again, I guess ask the question, do you guys want me to continue playing it? I think at this point here, if I was to continue, I would continue playing it on a live stream more so than in an actual video. 2 videos I think is enough. What's going on? Don't crash on me. What are you doing? What's it doing? Oh, it crashed. Alright, just give me a second. I'll get back into it. I better not have to fucking do that battle again. You will notice that I tidied my desktop up a little bit. Oh, I reckon I'd have to do that fucking battle again. If I have to do it again, I'm just gonna call it a day there, and I'll do it on my own time and send it back. Cause it's a very easy battle. Let's just see where we left off. God, you couldn't wait 5 more minutes before crashing. So, fingers crossed that it actually saved. It's just about the saving time, that's all. It's the game rage quitting on me. It's like, no, we were about to win. We had this one, and you're gonna take it away from me. As in win the campaign. Because it's being turned around. We've taken Lothern back. It's a big step in the right direction. We can actually afford the army that we've got. We crushed Marathi's army, not once but twice. Oh, I know that sound. Have to fight it again. Alright, well, we'll just end it here, and I'll leave it up to you what you want me guys to do. Whether to continue the campaign on the live stream, or to just end it here. Anyway guys, that's the end of this one, and I'll see you in the next disaster. Fuckers.